In my previous videos, we explored MLflow and understood how powerful it is for experiment tracking, model management, and building production-ready ML systems. But in real-world companies, MLflow is rarely used in isolation or in localhost. It is usually deeply integrated with platforms like Databricks or maybe Azure. And this is where things become incredibly powerful because Databricks gives you MLflow built in, no installation, no setup, and even no configuration. So in this video, I'll create a brand new Databricks account using the free tier, show you what compute resources you get, what you can do with the free account, and most importantly, how MLflow is tightly integrated into Databricks. We will create a notebook, run an MLflow experiment, log parameters, metrics, and models, and then see exactly where everything appears inside Databricks. I'll also show you how collaboration works on Databricks, how to add users, create compute clusters, and assign compute to different users. By the end of this video, you will understand how MLflow actually works in real enterprise environments. So I hope you are excited. Let's get started. Okay, so the first thing that we want to do is we want to create and set up our account on Databricks. So I will navigate to databricks.com and I will navigate to the login page. Under the login page, we will have to create a new account, and for that you can use your Gmail account or any other uh, emails that you might be having access to. Okay, so let this page load. It is taking surprisingly low amount of time, but let's wait. Okay, so I don't want to use my existing account. I'll just log out, and now you can see I'm getting several options. I can continue with my email, or I can continue with Google, or I can continue with Microsoft. I'll choose this option, continue with Google, and I will try to use a brand new account which I haven't used before. So I'll select this one. Now it will ask me a bunch of clarification and confirmations. So I'll just continue because I trust Databricks. Now, after this step is over, it will try to ask us to set up some, I guess, clusters because essentially Databricks runs on cloud, right? So you can attach your existing cloud, or you can basically work with. Okay, so you can see what will you use Databricks for. So you can use it for personal use, or you can use for basically work. Okay, now you can get a free edition, or you can just start a trial with Express setup. So I'll select the start trial with Express setup, and let me also try changing my Wi-Fi. 1 second. Okay, so I'll just change my Wi-Fi really quickly. Give me a sec. Yeah. So yeah, so now it is basically going to ask me the location, because in the backend, Databricks is going to set up certain things like servers, compute options, and all. So I'll just select my nearest location. Maybe let's select India for now. I'll continue with it. It's saying solve this puzzle. Obviously, it will make sure that I'm human. Okay, but I am human. So I'll just click submit. Verification complete. Now let's wait for it to complete. Now in this 14 days trial, it is going to give you some accesses, like you can have serverless compute. It will be a premium kind of access, and you can essentially create notebooks, create compute instances, all those things you can create. So this is the interface that you get. Now what I want to show you in this video is I want to show you this lower left section, because that's where MLflow features are integrated. Although MLflow is tightly integrated with all of Databricks, but if you come here, you will see these experiments, you will see these features, models, and serving, and even the UI also, you can see the UI is also basically completely taken from the MLflow's open source models, which I had been showing you for the past couple of videos. So as you can see, you can go to experiments and you can see all those experiments that you have created. Now the question arises, how do you log things here? Because in the local setup of MLflow, what you used to do is you used to create runs or create experiments in your maybe scripts or notebooks. So you can continue with that here as well. I want to first of all go to this compute option, because to be able to run your script locally, you had local Python installed, but here you will be relying on the compute provided by Databricks. So I'll come here to the compute, and on the compute you can see serverless starter warehouse. Now this warehouse has been provided for free for at least 14 days. You can try it out. So this warehouse is something that you can attach. Now what does it mean to attach it? So whenever you are running some script or some notebooks, you can attach this serverless warehouse. So I'll just come to my workspace. Now workspace is basically a container of all your files and notebooks and everything. Okay, so I'll come here and I'll just go to create, and I'll select this notebook option. Now once I select this, so you get this really nice and sleek notebook interface, which I really love, because you see it's quite user friendly and it looks minimal and professional. Okay, so to be able to log things in MLflow, obviously you would need MLflow support. Okay, so I would like to import MLflow. Now to be able to run this, I have to attach the serverless compute. So I'll just click on serverless GPU, and now I can basically run this script. So let me run this. Let me allow this. One second. Let me somehow this is not loading. Yeah, so now it's connected. So now let's import the MLflow. Okay, so our MLflow is loaded. Now the common workflow is that you have a training script using maybe any package such as sklearn or maybe PyTorch, and you log things, right? But for now we will just simulate whatever we could. And also you see this auto completion that Databricks is offering. So AI is integrated, coding assistant is integrated within Databricks, so you can just use it. But for now I'll just not use it. So I'll just manually type start run as run, and now I will just, one second, I just ran it, which is going to throw an error. So what I'll do is I'll just log a metric. Okay, and I could have optionally also created a experiment. Let's create an experiment in the top cell. So I'll MLflow dot create experiment. I'll name this experiment as Databricks YouTube demo. I'll just run this, and here it's saying an experiment name must contains an absolute path. Oh, I see. I forgot it. So I'll just accept it and run. And here in place of this, one second, I'll just, let's run this and let's see. Parent directory does not exist. I think we need to grab the directory here. Somehow it's not working. So I'll just do one thing. I'll import OS and OS dot get current working directory. Okay, so workspace. So I'll just grab this email, this path, and I'll paste it here. Okay, so now if I run this, okay, so I should be able to get the experiment. Okay, so now after the experiment has been created, we will be using that experiment, and now let's log something. So I'll just try to log some parameter called theta. I'll log it as 360. And if I run this, now the moment I run this start run, it automatically detects it, and it basically is telling me that you can go into the experiment in MLflow to basically see this run. So I can go into the experiment, I can open this in new tab, and under the experiment, I would be having my experiment Databricks YouTube demo. And as in the local setup, you might have seen, if you have seen, if you have watched my earlier videos, it asks us to basically check the experiment type. So I'll just go ahead with machine learning. And now in the runs, one second, why no run is logged? Okay, one second. If I come here, oh, I see. I got it. So what happened was, when I started this run, I did not basically uh, provided the experiment ID here. So, and that is why that run was logged into a default run. Okay, so if I run this now, and now if I refresh this, we can see in the Databricks YouTube demo, we are able to see this run name. Okay, so this is not a MLflow tutorial. This is a tutorial about how you can use Databricks to do experiment tracking, to do whatever we have been discussing for the last, bunch of lectures. Now, I want to talk about briefly some of the, I feel, which are cool features of Databricks Managed. First of all, you can do collaboration in a very seamless manner, and everything about user management and all is managed by Databricks. Now, this can be done even with the local MLflow setup, but the problem with that is there is lot of overhead and operational expense. So what you can do is, you can come here and you can navigate to settings, and under the settings you will see this identity and access. So currently, from the email that you have logged in and set up this account, you are kind of a pseudo user, so you are a admin. Now you can manage users, you can manage service principals. If you have worked with cloud, you would understand that service principals allow, applications to talk to softwares in a, and it allows to authenticate those applications in a automated manner. So I'll just come here and go to users. Now what I can do is, I can add users by their email. I can invite them to basically work on this workspace. And not only that, I can have multiple workspace. I can create more workspaces. Okay, so now if I go to users and if I go to add new, I can type out the email. Let me type out one email. Maybe I'll just type out my personal rahul.gmail.com. So if I add it, okay, I think since with this account I already have got one Databricks account set up, so that's why it's not a new user. So you get the idea. The moment I sent out the mail, I will get this kind of invite. One second, let me show you. So this is the kind of invite I will be getting. Join your team on Databricks. This person is inviting you, and if you click on join, you will be able to join them on their basically on their workspace. Okay, so with that said, these are the things that you want to do. Obviously, the account that I have set up is basically comes with a 14 days trial. After 14 days, you won't be able to access anything. But yeah, so one important piece which I wanted to discuss was this user management, and then there is this compute option. Now, there are in the compute option, you have got options to create computes. So you can have, let's say, if I click on this manage, what you can do is, you can manage access policy for the compute. Okay, you can navigate to this compute and you can create a compute. So I can go ahead and create a SQL warehouse, and in the SQL warehouse I can select the size, and size directly is linked to the performance of the server, or in the Databricks and Snowflake terminology, these are known as warehouses, but they are essentially compute instances. Okay, Although warehouses, when you hear the term warehouse, you might think it's a storage thing, but no, it's not a storage, but rather it's compute cluster, you can say. And you can say here scaling, you can set what will be the minimum number of instances, what will be maximum number of instances. You can set the cluster size and things like that. Okay, so you can create it. Not only create, let me create it really quickly. Small instance, and after creating it, you can attach it to some user. So I can manage permissions. So I can maybe do add people, since currently I don't have any users added in my workspace. I'm not seeing any results here, but you get what I'm trying to say, that the moment you add one user, you can basically add them and give them access to this compute, and they can then use it. Now the next thing, after talking about users and compute, next thing that I want to talk about is how do you install packages. So if I come here in the workspace, if I come to my untitled notebook, so currently you were able to import MLflow because MLflow is tightly integrated already with Databricks. But what about maybe other packages that you might not have access to? So for those packages, what you could do is you can insert the code, and you can do something like pip install. So but first let me show you what happens if I try to import OpenAI, or maybe from OpenAI import OpenAI client. Okay, so if I run this, it's saying module not found error. Although if you notice, something interesting is happening. The moment I try to import OpenAI, it is suggesting me to basically do this OpenAI dot auto log, so that all the OpenAI traces will be automatically logged. Anyways, so let's install this package. So if I run this, it will be installed on my serverless compute, and after that I should be able to use it. So let's now run this, and now I'm not getting any error. So I should be able to now load the not load but connect to the OpenAI client, and I should be able to use it. Okay, so there are tons of features. It is very difficult to cover all of them in 16 or maybe 20 minutes video, but I wanted just to give you a taste of what is possible with managed Databricks. It's awesome. If your organization or you don't want to manage all the setting up of MLflow locally, or maybe deploying that open source MLflow, it's wonderful. So yeah, so I think that would be it. Thank you so much for watching this video. There would be a lot of interesting stuff which are coming related to MLflow and Databricks on my channel. So stay tuned, subscribe for more content, and let me know if you want to see any specific topic gets covered. Thank you so much.